That's the Clover ending? Why is that the Clover ending? Hello everyone, welcome on back. We are here to continue our marvelous... I don't know why I used marvelous of all words, but we're here for more doors, and we're here specifically to betray Tenmyoji, because he's an old man bastard. No, not really, but we gotta do what we gotta do to get all the endings, right? So we're specifically betraying him when he plans to betray us anyways with Quark. And then I imagine this won't last that long, so then we'll go back and betray Tenmyoji again. Lots of betraying the old man this time around.
Results. Thank you
for your participation. Blah 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 blah. Get on with it. We know the drill, right? It would be funny if, like, since we betrayed, if they actually allied,
from round 3 of the please.
Yep. Give us the results, baby. Betray betrayed. Checks out. Betray ally. And betray. Yeah. K is the only one that allied. Oh, so just Clover is gonna escape then.
Points have been assigned. Please check.
Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why'd you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though.
Question mark?
Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh no.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh! Why?
Why not? You're freaking Clover's face when Sigma looks over, right?
Clover, wait!
No point stopping her now, the door's open. Clover! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, do you mean...
The number 9.
Yep.
It will.
Time for me to go. No! Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
Dio leapt at Clover, his fist raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice.
The number 9. This. Thank you. As the gate escape, please.
And that's it. Okay, well... I had a feeling it wouldn't last long, but, like, no. God damn that Clover. Really? Okay. Now that's Betray Tenmyoji number 1. Now we get to go back again to this part, and we get to betray Tenmyoji again. Wow.
Hey, Sigma, I wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
Could you pick Betray for me? I mean, but
Yep.
you're so...
Right,
if
we're
you
gonna have our
choose-
way with
yeah,
Clover,
anything.
too.
So think if you
Whatever that
choose-
means.
Uh-huh. Are you really the only... Then I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about...
Round 2. Result. Thank you. Ambidex.
Here we go.
Results from please study.
Ally, ally. Betray, betray. Betray. Ally.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry. I just couldn't bring myself to trust you.
I could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last round.
That was a completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She'd never try and open the...
Really? Then what's that?
Huh?
Look, I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
God damn it, Clover. What the hell? No. No way. God damn it, Clover.
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
Clover, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AV game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I am giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What about the promise you made me?
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said. Buddy.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
God damn it, Clover. You...
What? Were you thinking of something gross? You're a perv.
Hey, come on now.
The number 9, it will remain.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Fucking bitch!
You have no ground to talk.
You're not getting out of here!
Dio leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
With a last carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door. Damn, could that door close any slower? I mean, I sure could.
The number
Yep.
this thank as the escape,
Yep.
please.
Yep.
She's gone.
Yep.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Temioji said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. A cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Well, Clover has us got baited twice now. And we've only been playing for like 10 minutes. No, look at that. Alright, we need an unlock thing. Lock number 3. Yes, I guess really we do have to go far back enough to betray Tenmyoji again. Welp.
Ten seconds remain until...
I had a feeling it would feel kind of back-to-back for all the betraying Tenmyoji, but I can't say I actually expected it to be all back-to-back like this. I kind of forgot that we already did the other chromatic door that we could, without betraying him. As Fia and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that? Life.
Chose betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said I should.
Hey, I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
It was a leading question. No, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
God damn it.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the result.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait. Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidextrous! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Betray ally. Betray ally. Betray ally. Interesting. I did propose, like, for the first time we betrayed Tenmyoji, that a possible flip where he would actually ally. But I guess that happens for this decision instead. Interesting.
Here are the results from your game. Now,
I got betrayed?
Yeah. He chose ally? Why? He chose betray last time.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. The truth was I didn't know why I'd said that either. Yeah, I totally don't know why Sigma said that either. No clue. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
You.
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two, and this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
V, you don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah, I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell, V?
Ah, what, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. I spun around. Fee. What the fuck? But she was gone too. God, where the hell? How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fee, I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seemed to be having some kind of argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen surreptitiously.
Why did you do it? Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but
I felt the same way.
If we all choose ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us out. Why? Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
if your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she were just crying, but I couldn't see her face. Alice, Dio, and Quark, however, seemed to be having some issues of their own.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks, and then stomped off in different directions. At least the more we go through this, the more we can skip.
Sigma,
Hi.
what do you want?
What do I want? Well, you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Man, are you still pissed?
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was sorry.
Yes, and that makes it all better. You goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then. Just close your eyes. Goddamn, Sigma.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut up.
Fine. I shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. God damn. So, is it just you here?
On this side of the... Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark has the evil niece. So, how are we gonna do this?
I won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about Fee?
You hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yes, but...
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Dio is a bit dick, so understandable. Have a nice day.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
And that is not Quark's fault, that is your own, sir.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you, or Fi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you trusted Fee.
Not enough for this.
Then what do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in Kay's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that.
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
Who do you trust then?
Clover.
Man, I wonder why. Junpei.
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you.
Fair.
I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AV room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time? If Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
We don't have time to argue this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is alright with option C then?
No one objected. I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
Alright. 6-2 in favor.
Wait, what about me?
Democracy, Alice!
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Kay handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hurry, Clover. The door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenmyoji, and took off for the door. Her feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
I wonder what door we'll get this time, or what puzzle room. Huh? Is this a dead end?
Well, there are 3 doors here. But it looks like they're all locked.
And what's this thing? It's got a lever on it.
Can you pull the lever?
Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Oh, yeah. I can take Quark then.
You really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
Well, I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious. Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall. Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little paranoid.
Then you do it!
Fine. I shifted Quark over to one shoulder and flipped the switch with my free hand. Treatment center. Our return of the treatment center. See? No needles. Everything's fine.
For now, only one of the doors opened.
Did you see the plaque on that door before it opened? I think it said something like treatment center.
Do you think that's some kind of medical thing?
First an infirmary, now this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? I glanced over at Quark, asleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have lucked out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head on in then.
Okay.
Jellyfish. What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people? Maybe you can help Quark.
Yeah.
Damn, no good. It's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock the store.
Okay.
Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. Okay. I need a new page for notes. I removed the important stuff over to a separate sheet of paper. Like the thing from Dio's ending and the other thing. There are 3 treatment pods in the pod room. There are numbers on the end of each one. Reading from left, they're 1, 2, and 3. Helpful. The wall clock. Nothing strange here. What? Are you serious? Are we even looking at the same clock? Everything about it is abnormal. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Clover. Really? It totally looks like a regular clock to me. Sigma. Oh my gosh. Okay, abnormality number 1. No hands. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't have any. What do you mean, you guess? How could you miss that? Sorry. Anyway, abnormality number 2. There's some weird green glowing thing. No, yeah, there is. What is that? I guess there's no way to know without taking it out. But there's a cover, right? You can't get to it. Yeah, and it won't open. Shoot. Well, duh. There's no way it's gonna be that easy. So if we want this green thing, we have to figure out a way to get that cover open. Yep. Abnormality number 3 is the hole in the bottom left corner. Huh. I wonder what that is. I think it's probably a keyhole. A hole! And then that means... Wait. We can think later. I've got 2 more points of abnormality. Number 4. Turn your attention to the other side of the clock. Specifically the bottom right corner. What do you think these are? Well, there are 2 slots painted red and green. Do you think they're for memory cards? They sure look like they are. And I've saved the best for last. Abnormality number 5 is about the number 4. Or is about number 4. Huh? Look, see where it says number 4 on the clock face? That number 4 is the 5th abnormality. Ah yes, I see. It is rather odd. Does that mean this is the 4th clock? Anyway, those are the 5 weird things about this clock. Where were you looking anyway? At the clock? Then your eyes must be worse than I thought. Okay, well we have to worry about that later. We gotta get some sort of key. Hello? Oh my gosh. Aliens! Pretty sure they're just jellyfish. Aliens. There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's that inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyway. Look at it. It's 2D and 3D. It's too solid. I think it's a tile of some sort. And what if we can get it out? We need a key to unlock it. Okay. Lion eating a fucking red sun. Nice lion. That's a pretty realistic painting. It's a really real lion. Don't sing in a whisper like that. I didn't know I was supposed to be singing. It's creepy. It looks kind of like he's coughing up a hairball. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. He's trying to eat a hairball? Probably something else. What? I don't know. There's just a hole there. So we need to put something into the hole? Yeah, I think so. I think it's the thing that's in the jellyfish. Do I actually need a key? There's a lid on the tanks. I can't open it? Nope, looks like it's locked. Well, it's got a keyhole. And I guess we need to unlock it if you want to open it. Damn it. Okay, door that we came out of. Screen. There's a button under the screen. Push it then. Right. And there. Hey, it turned on. It looks like there's something on it. What the heck is this? It says start on the corner there. Maybe it's a board game? I have found an image of a board game. Alright. Plant. A plant. Look at these lush green leaves. This sturdy thick shaft. It looks like it's full of energy and stamina. How does a plant have stamina? Did you notice there's something stuck in the trunk? It looks like a piece of green plastic. Let me see if I can get it out. Huh. Looks like it's really in there. I think it's stuck on something. I guess I'll just have to take the whole thing then. Huh? Well, that plastic thing could be important. No, yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. Guess you're gonna have to combine that with something later. Oh, I see. Look, there's a plant over here too. This one's all withered. It has a piece of plastic stuck in it too. I guess this doesn't come out either. I guess I might as well take this one too. Pot and all. Sigma has some pretty big pockets, huh? The binder. Looks like there's a piece of paper in it. It says how to open the pod room door. Oh, cool. And then this. A tablet. There's a message on it. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. I see. What the hell is that supposed to mean? If I touch it, the screen changes. Enter a 4-digit password, then press the enter key on the right. Okay, I'll use that later. Do you think maybe pieces could mean, like, the pieces in the board game? Pieces? Do you remember what it said on the tablet before the password screen popped up? Like, 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. Those pieces. Okay, but what board game are you talking about? You already forgot it? Okay, well, let's first look at the thingy. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit/blow count hints displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers you select is in a number in the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. If one of those numbers you select is a number in the password but is not in the right place, that will add to your blow count. You get 10 tries for each password. If you exhaust your 10 tries, the password will reset. Ooh. Interesting. Shoot, won't open. There's a control panel in the middle of it. Yeah, I think this is how you unlock it. The door can only be unlocked with the correct 4-digit code. Yeah. For each of the numbers, that is a, yep, get 1 hit, low, 10 guesses, and that resets. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to work, but I guess I could mess with it a bit. Oh, I think this has to do with this, maybe? Maybe not. Hmm. Okay, so one of these numbers are in there, but it's not in the correct spot. Okay, so 4 doesn't go there either. Okay, I can't repeat numbers either. Okay, so 4 goes there. Then 9 and 8 go there too, but they're not at the right spot. Maybe it wasn't 4. Okay. It's 2 or 3. We're... Okay. Maybe I should just try to find what the lost number is. Ah, 9825. Fuck. Okay, okay, so something with 1987. 2 are in the correct place. Let's see, 1970, no. 1967. Okay, 2 are still in the correct place. It still could be 7. Let's see. Okay. So it's not 7. It's definitely 19 something then. Okay, so 19. Let's see. I don't know why I thought that was gonna help. Or actually, no, it does help because that means it's the 3. Okay, so 1934? Yeah. 1934, let's go! I got it. Just took several run-throughs. You did it, Sigma. Looks like that was the answer. Phew. That was lucky. Anyway, it seems to have unlocked. Let's go. Let's get some keys. There's a message on the screen. Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. I guess we can't use this one. Yeah. Looks like there are 3 pods. From the left there are pod 1, pod 2, and pod 3. There are numbers on them, but you can't really see them from here. Also, they got handles. Maybe they're for opening the pods up? I guess so. Well. There's nothing here. Yeah, it's empty. No clues or... Wait. There's something written on this inside of the cover. How do I look at it? Pod 3. There's nothing particularly odd at the bend. The cover, on the other hand. No. Interesting. 11... 1. And this looks like a digital clock. 11 hours and 1 minute? Interesting. Interesting. And the screen says currently undergoing internal maintenance. Looks like we can't use this pod. A key. And a clock. Yeah. It's a key, isn't it? Wow. 12, small. Little, big. Something like that. A clock, huh? Did you think it was a nipple with 2 hairs growing out of it? Of course not! And the hands are pointing to 620. I will write that down too. Thank you. Interesting. There's a message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. What does it mean about an activation chip? Well, I guess it's a chip we insert to activate the pod. You think? Why are you being like that? This is important. Okay, I get it. We need to get Quark into one of these, right? Yeah. And this is a clock. The hands are pointing to 7:15. So yes, they are. Are you sure you're reading it right? Yeah. See the 12? That's the top. And another key. There's something in here. A key. White key. Interesting. Nothing on this limb. Cover pod 1. Seems pretty normal to me. Quark isn't really in my inventory, so I can't really plop him in there. Maybe after I have the activation thing, I can. Hey, that was the right key. Haha! It opened. Well, I guess I'll grab this thing first. Chip with number 1. Oh, it's for the number 1 pod. Okay. I wonder if why this clock doesn't have any hands. I don't know why it says number 4 either. What do you think those 2 slots are for? Well, maybe we get a clue or something if we put the memory cards in them. I'm not sure. Hey, wait. Don't you have a memory card? You don't mean this, do you? Because the plants have the things. Surely don't mean to try. These look like card slots. There's a red one. Okay. Our other key. There we go. Now I should be able to open this thing. What the hell? There's a second lid. Yeah, but it's got a hole in the middle. If you stick your hand in there, maybe you can grab the one with the meat in it. It's not meat. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. Ah, hot. Shit, this water's really hot. Really? Really. And then these bubbles. Yeah, it's boiling. No way. No jellyfish could survive in boiling water. They are aliens. Yeah. We should try and get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. If we can get it right under the hole in the lid, I think I can grab it. You can now move the 3 jellyfish by clicking and dragging the mouse or using the arrow keys. Move the purple jellyfish to the hole using the water currents of the tank. If you move one of the yellow jellyfish to the hole instead, you are a failure, and we are very disappointed in you. Okay, let's do this. I'm just sorry, the fucking instructions, hello? Okay, interesting. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Gotta grab a jelly fast. God damn it, Sigma. What the heck? Jellyfish and fast because the water is hot. Anyways, this is Ellen. She's a mysterious, intelligent life form from the outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here, take it. Hey, stop it. What if it grabs onto my face and lays eggs in me or something? Ha! Come on, it just wants to give you a hug. Besides, it's not even alive. It's a thing. Man-made. Like a toy or something. But it's digesting a chunk of meat. That's not meat. Then what is it? Hold on. I'll pull it out now. Circular tile. Which can go in the circle hole. Yep, fits perfectly. Yeah. I don't think it did anything though. Look! Huh. Oh, what the heck is this? Laser? Can you do something about the plant? Gosh, I didn't think there'd be something like this behind that picture. A laser. Oh, wait, is it showing something? You can see 3 treatment parts through the windows, yep. Oh. Okay. Look. The laser's added stuff to the time. 0015. Yeah. Looks like it's 015 now. Interesting, interesting. I guess the lead time, since we're back in here anyway. Oh, look. My color changed. I think it says something too. There's a message on the screen. Before use, the system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat. Vegetation. 2. Freeze. Vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. What the heck is this? We can't put a person in there until it runs its tests. It seems pretty clear to me. Then what about Quark? Don't worry. We just need to run the tests. Something about treating and freezing a plant? Yeah. Treating makes sense, these being treatment pods and all, but... freezing? Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? We gotta follow the instructions. Come on, we don't have time to just sit around. We gotta do these tests so we can get Quark into one of these pods. Yeah, right. Got it. So... put the plants in here. Okay, I put the withered plant down. What do we do next? Let's try closing the pod. Right, here goes. Identifying subject. Done. Diagnosing subject. Done. Initiating treatment cycle. Treatment completed. Pod opening. Now, that's a plant alright. A non-withered plant. Hey, what the heck is this? That plant was practically dead a minute ago. No way. No way! That's impossible! It's like magic. Well, we won't need this plant anymore. He's done a good job. Thank you for your service, sir. Huh? Hey, it looks like there's something here. It must be the thing that was stuck in the trunk. Whatever the treatment was must have pushed it out. Coolio. Now we can put the other plant in here. Okay. And this time it's the healthy plant's turn. I wonder if it'll work. Who knows? Let's just close it up. Identifying subject. Done. Diagnosing subject. Done. Initiating freeze cycle. Freeze test completed. Pod opening. Well, that's frozen, alright. Whoa. It's totally frozen stiff. Probably because of your lame joke. Did I say something? Look, the leaves are all crunchy. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Ah! Oh man, what did you do, Clover? It's all broken now. But... whatever. Just help me clean it up. Shards of plant. Huh? This wasn't here before. It's that plastic thing that was stuck in the trunk. It must have fallen out when the plant shattered. Interesting. Alright, I think this should complete both of the tests. So hurry up and put Quark in. I know. Hang on. And there we go. He's sure sleeping pretty hard, huh? You never think he's sick. I guess that Soprol stuff is pretty strong. Yeah. So... what do we do now? How about closing the Clover cover like we did before? Don't close me, please. And that should start the automatic diagnosis. Got it. Identifying subject. Done. Diagnosing subject. Done. Single human occupant secured. Beginning treatment. Is he going to be... okay. Maybe we should check the screen. Yeah. I think this is some kind of readout of Pork's vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. What a relief. Wait. And there's something else down at the bottom. Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms, but cannot cure viral infection. What the heck? And then what was the point of putting him in here? Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says it can alleviate the symptoms. But... hold on. Let's keep looking. It says more. This system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep state frees the subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function? Yes, no. Cold sleep? Well, what the heck is that? I have no idea. But remember the freezing test? Whatever. We need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. And what should we tell it to? Do? Huh? Do we put him in cold sleep? Activate sleep function? Yes, no. No question. What if he got smashed like the plants? No, it is. Okay. Guess that's that. Hi, Laser. Look, there's a hand on the face now. Oh. Is this a minute hand? It's pointing to 5 past. It did it again. There's another hand. It looks like an hour hand. It's pointing to 4 o'clock. Can I move it at all? Okay, I guess not. Okay, so this is 3. That one was 2. That was 1. And then this one is 4, and it's 4:05. Tablet. Screen says the following. 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. If I touch it, the screen changes. Okay, I don't know. Oh, the board game. I forgot about that. Counterclockwise, age counterclockwise? Oh, minute. Hour. Got it. Okay, so for the... Okay, I'm not following. I'm going to look up the logic because I can, frankly. Oh, I'm supposed to do both, not just one or the other. Got it. Okay, so it's 0:15 for the regular... Okay, but what do I... For the gold file, the hint from the tablet, the second password uses only 1 piece, so rather than starting at T each time with 4 different pieces, you'll instead count from the place you leave off, using 1 game piece. I don't fully get it. Oh wait, okay, I kinda get it. Okay, so every time for the first one you start at T. Okay, okay. Okay, so for the first one we start at T. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I am minus one because I caught on that I need to land on P, so I guess T is still 1. Okay, got it. Okay, then for 2, so, and on Y, then go back to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I feel like that's wrong too. Goes back to the page. Okay, you just subtract the minutes number from the hours number. Okay. And then you just move clockwise. That makes a lot more sense. That's a lot more logical, I guess. Okay. Okay, so 15 minus 7 is 8. 20 minus 6 is 14. 15 minus 0 is still 15. And then 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay. Okay, got this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, so P, like we were working on before. And then 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. 14? Did I miscount? Because I was supposed to land on A. Okay, well let's keep going. 15. Yeah. That would have landed us on S, assuming A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I must have miscounted somewhere. That's okay. And the next one is just 1. Okay, so yeah, that's still 1. Got it. Okay. So then we end up with T. So that's our first one. And then the other one is the same logic, but since we only have the one game piece, we go all the way around. So starting here, 1, 2, so still end up with P, 8. But then we keep going. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That doesn't seem right. I hate when puzzles. Okay, they're also supposed to be clockwise, no matter what. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to count 1 after. So O. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. U. And then just 1. R. Okay, so pour and past. Interesting. Let's put in pour first, so we got that secret password. Heh, thought so. Nice work, Sigma. Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, look. Huh? It's a safe password. It's a password for the safe. And the other one is paste. Good job. You logged in. Yeah, but look at the screen. Huh? It's another password. Wow. This one's different. All the symbols are in different spots. Okay, I didn't want to do that. This is the safe, right? Yeah, just like the ones in the AB room and infirmary. It should open when we plug in the right password. Assuming it works like the others, of course. Okay, files. Let's go. Let's get that information. That deep lore. You did it. You opened it. Treatment pod. An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates their metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. In addition, it can creation personalized medicines, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine! It's not that incredible if it can't cure Radical 6, you say? Yes, well, I guess you got a point. But don't worry, it also has a function called cold sleep. Cold sleep uses CAS freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging it. That way, even if the disease you have can't be cured, you can be frozen until a cure is found. There are generally two types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a sleep similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible, because the expansion of crystallization that took place during the freezing process irrevocably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, CAS technology has overcome this hurdle and made cryonics a reality. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It supercools the subject with a magnetic field, and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes with you try to thaw something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible. Wow. I like that the files are also explaining like what's just in this game and like how it is in IRL. November 2018. 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as H. The purpose of this game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance, with the children as test subjects. I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first notary game. November 1st, 2027, a total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted, just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the notary game yet again. In the context of this game, espers and people with the ability to access the morphogenic field are people. An esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other espers, assuming they're the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby, and use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds the amplitude of smaller waves to its own and covers them up. The following 9 people were participants in the notary game that Clover claims to have been a part of. 1. Ace, middle-aged man. 2. Snake, Clover's older brother, real name Light. 3. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man. 4. Clover, still Clover, just younger with a jacket. 5. Junpei, hero of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. 6. June, Junpei's childhood friend, real name Akane Kurashiki. 7. Amnesiac detective. 8. Lotus, attractive programmer, has 2 daughters. 9. Kubota, skittish man, gets blown up. I mean... Yeah, okay, no stick mean. a type of carbatic compound which acts as a reversible acetylchlorine stearase inhibitor, exciting the parasympathetic nerve. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle relaxant tuberculin. It can be delivered with an injection gun like the one you see here. Interesting. And finally, the escape password. Oops. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Phew. It's open. Good job. That's twice you opened it. Whoa, that thing looks dangerous. You mean the gun thing? Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. I think this is just an ejection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kinda depends on what's in that file there. The label says neostigmine. Huh? What did you just say? Neostigmine? Why? Does that mean something? Let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember. Damn. I don't think it's bad though. Do you have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Could you let me hang on to this? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright. I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. And then how about I let you take me on a date sometime? If we get out of here in one piece. Yeah. Cool. Moving on. We've still got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. Yes it is. First we've got a map. Floor B. The map I found in the infirmary said floor A. I guess that means floor A is the top floor? I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Up next, some gray cards. Key cards. And they've got moons on them, too. These must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about. There are 2 of them, just like with the sun keys. One for you and me, and the other one's for Quark. But his... well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, what's next? A piece of paper with something written on it. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. In other words, all 3 of us can't not vote. One of us has to. So either you or me, you mean? Oh well. There's no reason not to pick Ali in the next round anyway. And of course, first we gotta get out of this room. And that'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in the safe. And key to the exit. Let's go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Loop. And this is the lock for the exit. It says lock right now. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Damn. Dio. Damn, Dio.
45 minutes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
God damn it, Dio. Why would they do that? Cause Dio's a bastard. Whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. And that one subject had to mean Quark. And this was the pod we put him into after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. Whoa, what is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
And that's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. And they could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. And then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who are the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know.
Hmm.
Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
The trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. The AB gates have opened. We need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Huh. So it is.
Oh, are those?
And those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true. So,
We're a pair, right?
yeah,
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before
You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose Ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick Ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Fi and Luna are playing against Tenmyuji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyuji picked Ally, they'd kill him. And the same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyuji's, so unless Dio is willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally,
Then,
then Kay would have 9 BP.
yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a 3rd AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets
No. As long
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not!
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me.
Clover.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Or be the last ones.
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Temioji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, alright? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Temioji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Fee gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person, one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well, then who was it?
I opened it.
God damn it, Dio. Every time, without fail. So it was you. Figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have.
Doubt. X to doubt. Send all the X's in chat.
What the hell, bro?
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh. Well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. It's something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So, what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh. So that's why in that other ending, Quark's bracelet was off. Oh. So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
True.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kate could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man?
Yes.
You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji. You take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we opened the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head into...
Okay. Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
Well, I understand, so... What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person. Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
And you seemed pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please, choose ally.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. And I wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was affected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if he didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I choose or chose.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start with ally, then we can betray later.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results. Thank you, Ambidex game.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No?
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed.
Results from round, please.
Betray, betray, checks out. Ally, ally, checks out. Ally. And ally. Fucking Dio.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So you chose ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. And I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. LSK and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole.
Let's go with both.
Were you trying to kill me?
Maybe.
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be Star Keys. There is no... The Ambidex gate.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we want.
You hate to say it, but Dio's right this time. I mean, yes, however... I feel like that's just a secondary reason as to why he picked Betray.
Right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get apparent soloist.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. 6 solo, 3 pair, 8 pair, 6 solo, 8 pair. Yeah, okay. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Fee and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down at the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Fee nodded and began to explain. Option A. Tenmyoji and Quark, yellow, pair up with me, blue, to open one door. Fee and Alice, magenta, pair up with Dio, green, to open another door. Luna and Clover, cyan, pair up with Kay, red, to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh god. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Clover, right?
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. And what kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Fee, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
So, this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Clover. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Got it.
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? The pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization. What is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. And then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright,
Promise?
promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with the rapt attention and a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state of citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the notary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd have been on her way to the building we've been trapped in as a part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the notary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us. We were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought they had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must have not found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got really worried about me and my brother, since we gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one, and he was in both of the last two notary games too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two notary games were totally different. And that didn't matter to my mom though, so after that all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. Oh, he would. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he played little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him and play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nunnery game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nunnery game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were all hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this. We need your help. You are what we'd call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenic field. The purpose of the first nunnery game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it, and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at her apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nunnery game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was that it was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nunnery game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us.
You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world, looking for Akane. Never been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out.
Junpei, enclosed like Seven, another participant from the second nunnery game. Akane, enclosed one of the people behind the second nunnery game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which is probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. Her brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, while the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I've been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response.
Yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all of that other stuff, but this is too much.
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No. All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah. It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying me and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tamioji, Diofi, and Luna are all lying? I guess they're a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean?
Oh, unclean. 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 Unclean.
But What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
She leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neostigmine!
Neo what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah!
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly!
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Oh. Sorry, but I still don't get it. It's okay, Sigma, I get it. I get it. We need this for those other endings where they would otherwise die.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First is the silver rail, which I guess you could say.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah! We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
And that means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
But it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey! Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Fee, where did Clover go? Fee, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fee? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led the way from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door. Fee's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. I'm not sure about this.
Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Temioji were gone too. They'd left Quark and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. I guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. An infirmary. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp, and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood, stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... How's Fee there? Where's Kay? In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. There were a bloody tinkle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open, or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear that tool they'd used to do it. The scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This is how they had died. This tiny blade. Oh god. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs, and drew it across my throat. The suicide ending. I don't know. Are we getting a credit sequence with this? I don't like that we're getting a credit sequence with this. Why did we get a credit sequence with that of all endings? Hello?
I did happen to see the image of the dead bodies like that earlier today when I was trying to find like an image to use for the thumbnail. But like, of course I didn't have the context. Not that there was much context, I guess. It's nice to know more about what's going on with Clover post the last Nooner game though. Good on Snake for having his musical career. Okay, I can click off them. That's the Clover ending? Why is that the Clover ending? Did I have a theory that for one reason or another, everyone there has Radical 6, so this ending's actually shut that down? Yeah, like it does seem likely. Why is that the Clover ending though? That's my question. I guess somehow leaving with Clover is less correct. Somehow. I mean, I guess we did learn more about Clover, so, like, there's that, but, like... Anyway, it's time to betray and run out with Clover instead, I guess. Fuck telling me that you were getting out of here together, Clover.
What did you choose, Sigma?
And you didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
Yeah. I grinned and headed toward the display.
Results from round, please.
Here we go. Betray, betray, naturally. Ally, ally, naturally. Betray, ally.
Points have been assigned. Please check.
What did you do, Clover?
Kinda wanna look at the bracelets again because of those pairings. Anyways.
Sorry. It wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
You'd have to do better than shout if you wanted me to stop me. If you wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit. That son of a bitch actually did it?
Yeah. His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out, and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me, then...
Give it up! Charge!
Yo. Shit. I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit. Let me go. Let go of me, goddammit. I could feel something huge, heavy, a metal pressed against blah, 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 a metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
Except for Sigma.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
Why not let Sigma go with her? Whatever. The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9. This thank you. As the escape, please.
Hydrate, sure. Well, come on in, ball. Posture check. My posture's actually fine, but thank you for checking. Well, that was anticlimactic. Well, that was interesting. We can go back to this one, though, now. Yeah. And then we need block number 3 for that one. So this one's now unlocked. And I think that'll do it for this time. We'll find out what happens next time, next week. What do you guys think, though? Those are interesting, I think. It's definitely nice getting more information from Clover about what's going on with Clover in particular, methinks. What do you guys think? If you guys have any thoughts anyway. Understandable if you don't. And you were right, that ending
Sigma was being a dick. That was a time. It was. It really was. It was somewhat anticlimactic. But c'est la vie. I think that does about it. Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing else. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always, I do appreciate all your support, no matter if you're just lurking or being an active chatter. I know you guys been on the more quiet side today, but there is nothing wrong with that. I did okay enough on the puzzles by myself. I did have to look up that one puzzle because I wasn't getting the board game, but that's okay. But yeah. Fare thee well, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye!